All right, Shalom. Before we start, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Akak, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, and the title of this video will be the Heavenly Salakia. That should be Father. The Heavenly Father woke us up from the herd mentality. All right, the Heavenly Father woke us up from the herd mentality. Okay, now let's look that up actually. Herd mentality. Let me see something here. Herd mentality.
Herd mentality.
Right. It says a tendency for people's behavior or beliefs to conform to those of the group to which they belong. All right. What does herd mentality mean? It says a tendency of the people in a group to think and behave in ways that conform with others in the group rather than as individuals. All right. So you got people who follow, just followers rather than leaders. And the Lord woke us up from that. What are some examples of herd mentality? Voting, demonstrations, riots, general strikes, sporting events, religious gatherings, everyday decision making, judgment, and opinion forming. All right. What is the term for herd mentality? Mob mentality, herd mentality, pack mentality, groupthink, or crowd psychology. The concept has many names. These all boil down to the same idea. Individuals are influenced by a larger group. All right. So, they got pictures, be careful when you blindly follow the masses. Sometimes the M is silent. All right. Do you see the herd mentality? So you got, blind leading the blind, really. All right. And people do, voting. That's, herd mentality. Everybody votes. I don't, I never did, but those of us in the truth, I'm pretty sure they had before they came into it, but I never voted. It serves no purpose. They already know who's gonna be the next president or whatever. Riots. Everybody. If they don't like something, they're gonna gather up their arms and riot. You know, general strikes. They're gonna strike. Sporting events. Everybody goes to sporting events. I've been to a couple, right? But I'm not. We're not deep into it. Those of us who are in the truth, the Lord woke us up to it. We're not deeply rooted into these things. Really the things of the world. That's what it really is. So the Lord woke us up from the world. They have that herd mentality or herd behavior, right? Like sheep, because the Lord likens us unto sheep. But first, before we get those, let's get 1 Thessalonians 5. My phone getting hot. 5:2. I'm reading the NLT. It says, "For you know quite well that the day of the Lord's return will come unexpectedly, like a thief in the night. When people are saying everything is peaceful and secure, then disaster will fall on them as suddenly as a pregnant woman's labor pangs begin, and there will be no escape. But you aren't in the dark about these things, dear brothers and sisters, and you won't be surprised when the day of the Lord comes like a thief. For you are all children of the light and of the day. We don't belong to darkness. We don't belong to darkness and night, right? Like I said, the Lord woke us up, and we're of the day now. We're not in darkness. We're not following the ways of the world. That's really what it is. All the things that they listed were ways of the world. Voting, demonstrations, riots, general strikes, religious gatherings. You know, now we do make everyday decisions. You know, but we make the right decisions to please the Heavenly Father Yahweh. All right, judgment and opinion forming. All right. So we some of these things we still do. All right, but we don't vote. We don't riot. We don't do general strikes. Sporting events, we may watch sports, but we're not deeply into it like we used to be. You know, we don't go to religious gatherings. Well, we gather once among another, right? But this is the different gathering. This is a gathering of, the Israelites. All right, our people waking up. All right, and knowing the truth. The people in the world gather. Christianity and Islam and different stuff like that. Jesus. you know, Christmas and all that. Oh, that's another thing. Everybody celebrates these holidays, so called, right? That's the way. That's a herd mentality, because those are white men. Those are the so-called white man's holidays that he created. The ways of men. All right, but let's read this again. For you are all children of the light and of the day. We don't belong to darkness and night. So be on your guard. Uh, so be on your guard, not asleep like the others. Stay alert and be clear-headed. All right. And this is ultimately talking about the day of the Lord's return. But hey, we know when that's coming. Well, we don't know when it's coming, but we're on alert. All right, we're not in darkness. We're not in the ways of the world, because we was in the world, we wouldn't know. We got caught. We got caught up. We got caught up. Caught off guard like a thief. We got caught off guard. By the things that's happening. We wouldn't know what's going on. We'd have been, you know, in a uh, what's the word? I lost my train of thought. But we would be, we would be surprised by the things that's happening. All right, we wouldn't know what's going on. So yeah, we would be caught up. We would be caught, off guard, like it says. Let's go to Matthew 15. I'm gonna start at 10. I'm reading KJV. It says, "And he called the multitude and said unto them, Hear and understand. Now that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man. Then came his disciples and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying? But he answered and said, Every plant which the heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up. Let them alone. They be blind leading Salakia. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch." Right. In the world, they're blind leading each other. So there's the blind, like that picture it showed. See if we can pull it up real quick. Right here. Blind blind leading the blind. Herd mentality. They all fall into a ditch. It was a picture that I just went past. Slocky. See if I can get it. They all falling off a cliff. It's a herd thing. But ultimately, they're all, blind leading the blind. And if they lead each other, they're all going to fall into a ditch. So, that's how these people are in the world with that herd mentality. NLT verse 14, so ignore them. They are blind guides leading the blind. And if one blind person guides another, they will both fall into a ditch. Right. So, hey, and the Lord woke us up from that. Because we could have been blind out there, man, not knowing what's going on. This is, let's get second Esdras 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, which is America. All right. Revelation 11 and 8, backs that up. That says, I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. Hold on. Just the one. Yeah. Yeah, I'll continue. I'll read verse 10 again. Behold, my people, verse 10, 2 15 to 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. All right. I thought it was something else I had in here. But, but that's how these people are. They're being led. Our people are the Israelites are being led to a slaughter, because they're, blind people leading each other. Ultimately they're following this system that's blindly leading them. They don't care, Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretch out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. All right, but ultimately, at one time we were, being led blindly, to the slaughter. But the Lord woke us up out of that sleep. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. This is Romans 13 and 11. KJV, it says, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. All right, so it's time the Lord woke us up out of that sleep. All right, because our salvation is nearer. All right, and this is it's getting closer and closer, man. And this the 2024 could be the year that things start popping off, man. Hopefully, year Jacob's trouble. I was reading NLT, verse 11. It says, "This is all the more urgent, for you know how late it is. Time is running out. Wake up, for our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. The night is almost gone. The day of salvation will be here soon. So remove your dark deeds like dirty cloths or clothes, Salakia, and put on the shining armor of right living. Because we belong to the day, we must live decent lives for all to see. Don't participate in the darkness of wild parties." Let me read that again. "Don't participate in the darkness of wild parties and drunkenness, or in sexual promiscuity and immoral living, or in quarreling and jealousy. Instead, clothe yourself with the presence of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and don't be yourself, and don't let yourself think about ways to indulge your evil desires." All right. So it was, like verse 11. We woke up, and the Lord woke us up from that hurt mentality that we had, because we'd have been falling, we'd have fell into that ditch or off a cliff, you know. What we don't know what could have happened, but we think, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah for waking us up from that hurt mentality, man. All right. But let's get Isaiah 53 and 6 real quick. Isaiah 53. I'm gonna start at I'm just going to it. Isaiah 53 and 6, it says, "All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord Yahweh have laid on him the iniquity of all of us." All right. Verse 6 NLT, "All of us like sheep have strayed away. We have left God's paths to follow our own. Yet the Lord laid on him the sins of all of us." Right. We left we were the Lord, we were like sheep. All right, we were like sheep, and we gone astray, because sheep, they need a leader. All right, but people out here, they're following the wrong leader. All right, they're following the leader of this system, which is the wicked Esau Edom. All right, that's who they're following, and they're blindly leading them to the slaughter, like we read in 2 Ezra 15 and 10. All right, and they're going their own way, blindly. All right, but they're gonna, soon they're gonna be falling. They're gonna fall into that ditch, and they're gonna be caught off guard by the day of the Lord. All right, but us, those of us who have woken up to this truth, all right, we got out of that mentality, man. All right, we got away from that, and the Lord, put a different spirit on us. And it was a video I wanted to play real quick. I think I did play it.
Very accurate.
I didn't. Salakia. So I'm gonna play this video. Or I should have played this first, then got the scriptures, but it's whatever. But let's listen to it. I got this from off Twitter.
Nietzsche was very accurate when he explained the herd mentality versus the higher human. Herd mentality has a need to fit in. It obeys. It's afraid of judgment. It executes orders. It likes comfort. Herd mentality believes in what the majority says, even if it goes against their personal values. But Nietzsche also described a subcategory of the herd mentality, which is the slave. And the slave is not the same thing. The slave is weak and wants to destroy the higher humans under the false pretense of equality and whatever their master tells them is best for the herd because they are too sick to think for themselves. On the flip side, the higher human doesn't care about that. They have a mission. They are creative. They must be free from the herd. They are noble, often alone, and they will suffer greatly for what they believe is their calling. In other words, you can say that the herd got in line to get vaccinated, the slave shamed the people that didn't get vaccinated, and the higher human never got vaccinated.
Right. All right. So, they explain the herd, the slave, and the higher human. And we, the elect, are higher humans. All right. We are that category of the higher human. All right. We didn't follow the ways of the system. We didn't take that, the wax. All right. We wouldn't fall in line. All right. And that's, in a subcategory of the herd is a slave. All right. And these people are slaves out here, most, but, Slocky, give me 1 sec. Oh. All right. Had to take care of something, but yeah. But yeah, there was the the herd is they follow all the rules. They're told what to do. That's what happened back in 2020. When they brought out the everybody must take the juice, the jump shot. People did it. But the Lord, reserved some people who didn't take it. All right. And the while Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I didn't take that juice. All right, but everybody else took it. Being slaves to the system. They were scared. All right. And we're the nobles, we're that higher human. We have a higher calling. We have something different that's going on. So, I just wanted to bring that out real quick. So, with that, I'm going to close. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, Lord willing, is edifying. To the next video, Shalom.